My dad said, "You'll never amount to anything with those stupid video games." Then he asked to borrow $50,000. I had an interesting response. For 15 years, my dad called me a failure. Every family dinner, every phone call, every chance he got, still wasting your life on those stupid video games, Marcus. When are you going to get a real job? I'm 28 now, working as a game developer. Dad never understood that playing games actually meant designing them, coding them, and building entire virtual worlds from scratch. To him, anything involving a computer screen was just an expensive way to avoid responsibility. Last Christmas, he announced to the whole family that I was his biggest disappointment. Said my cousin Jake, who sells insurance, was more successful because at least people could understand what he did for work. Marcus lives in Fantasyland, Dad said, carving the turkey. Real men build things you can touch. What Dad didn't know was that I'd been building something he definitely couldn't touch, a cryptocurrency portfolio. See, being in game development means you understand digital economies better than most people. I'd been mining and trading crypto since 2018, back when Dad was calling Bitcoin internet monopoly money. While he was mocking my career choices, I was quietly accumulating digital assets. Started with a few $100s, reinvested every gain, learned the markets inside and out. By last month, my portfolio hit $2.8 million. I kept it secret because I knew Dad would either demand I sell everything or find some way to claim credit for my success. Then last Tuesday, Dad called with a very different tone. "Marcus, I need to ask you something important. I'm in a tough spot financially." Turns out Dad's construction company was failing. Bad contracts, delayed payments, and equipment breakdowns had drained his savings. He was facing bankruptcy within 60 days. "I need $50,000 to keep the business afloat," he said. "Just a loan. I'll pay you back with interest." The desperation in his voice was something I'd never heard before. "$50,000? I said, "That's a lot of money, Dad. I know it's a big ask, but you're the only one I can turn to. Maybe your tech job pays better than I thought." I let that sit for a moment. My tech job that he'd been mocking for over a decade. "Why would you ask me?" I said. "I thought I was your biggest disappointment, the one who'll never amount to anything." Silence on the other end. "Marcus, please, I'm desperate here." That's when I made my decision. "You know what, Dad? You're right, I probably can't help you." "What do you mean?" "Well, according to you, I just play video games all day. How could someone like that possibly have $50,000? I could hear him breathing heavily. "Marcus, this isn't the time for games." "Games? Dad, I thought we established that games are for losers who live in Fantasyland." The silence stretched forever. Finally, he spoke. "I was wrong about your career. You've obviously done well for yourself." "Have I? Because last Christmas you told everyone I was a failure." "I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you were doing. And now you do." Another long pause. "I'm asking for help, son." I looked at my trading app showing my portfolio balance. 50,000 was less than 2% of my total worth. I could transfer it instantly. "Here's the thing, Dad. I actually could lend you that money. In fact, I could lend you twice that amount without even noticing." I heard him exhale with relief. "But I'm not going to." "What? Why?" "Because real men, as you always say, should be able to solve their own problems. Maybe you should get a job in tech. I hear those fantasy computer jobs pay pretty well." I hung up and went back to work on my current project, a game about building empires from nothing. Dad's been calling every day since, but I haven't answered. My mom says he's been telling everyone how proud he is of my success in technology. Funny how quickly people discover respect when they need something from you. Yesterday, he sent a text. "I understand why you're angry. I was wrong about everything." I replied, "I'm not angry, Dad. I just learned from the best teacher I ever had. You taught me that respect has to be earned, not demanded." He hasn't responded yet. Sometimes the most valuable lesson you can teach someone costs exactly $50,000 in missed opportunity.